Africa is a continent rich with opportunity. And when business and communities come together, its astonishing potential begins to be felt. With the Sustainable Development Goals steering these partnerships, Africa's future is being rewritten with innovation, foresight, and inclusivity. Crossing the length and breadth of the continent, our journalists uncover these stories and share them with the world. Join us now for remarkable stories of partnerships across Africa, building the future and changing lives. It's Africa's time.
Kenya is one of the leaders in mobile technology in Africa today. Everywhere you look, there's a mobile device, and exciting things happening in the Mobi space. I'm in Nairobi to meet two young financing and tech entrepreneurs who've developed a mobile app that, with the right partners, is set to take the world by storm.
Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Ivan.
Hello, Ivan. Lovely
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Meet Manutu.
Hello, Manutu.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
You're most welcome.
It's good to be in Nairobi.
Almighty Capital is a perfect contrast between the two founders. I'm more creative, I'm more idealistic, I'm more innovative, whereas my partner is a financial square. I like to think about it like he's this creative melody going all over the place with ideas, and I'm the beat, and I keep us to our rhythm and to the plan, day in, day out. The problem that we're trying to solve when I first met Manutu was really around how do you get pools of capital into the hands of SMEs that really needed this capital, but really couldn't find it by going to traditional avenues like banks. So the company is split into two, tech and finance. So the tech enables the financing to be done efficiently. Why? We collect data to make lending decisions about our clients. Take, for instance, 10 Census Africa, a macadamia nut processor that has over 60,000 farmers across the country.
You too, have a seat.
Our technology, which is a mobile application, helps them receipt and helps them process and purchase nuts from different farmers across the entire country.
We are the world's first fair trade certified producer of macadamia nuts. We buy the macadamia nuts from smallholder farmers. We process our products and export them to Europe and the US. We only had 35 employees. Now we have 270 women employed. We had 5,000 farmers signed up, but now we have 60,000 farmers signed up, thanks to partners like Umati, because they brought us the working capital.
Ivan and Manutu invited me to travel 2 hours outside Nairobi to meet one of the macadamia nut farmers whose life has also been radically changed by their technology. The suits are headed to the farm with me in tow. I love this job.
This is my first macadamia
Fantastic.
farmer I'm ever meeting.
All right, fantastic, good. Jane,
Yes.
habari gani?
Nzuri sana.
Nimekuletea mgeni.
Karibu sana mgeni.
Naitwa Lisa kutoka South Africa.
Haru.
Yeah.
Haru. Shosho. Ni grandma.
Shosho means that's the grandmother.
This is your granddaughter.
Hello, baby.
Allah jarabina, mobene jarabidum. Allah jarabina.
My name is Jane Wajiro.
Mobene jarabidum.
I've got 4 children. I'm married. I'm a farmer. I do farm macadamia, nuts, coffee, tea, rearing cows and goats. We used to sell macadamia nuts in the factories. We used to stay for a year before we are paid that money from the factory. These brokers were buying with kilos, which was not very accurate. They come and weigh the weight. They just say it's 20 kilos. When you look at that, you say, "Hi, this is not 20 kilos."
Prior to working with 10 Census Africa, Jane would harvest the nuts and then sell them to a broker. Now, she wouldn't know if the broker would give her a fair price. She often would not receive payment on time.
and many times there was fraud in the way in which the weight collected was reflected. Now, with 10 Senses Africa, the process changes. She harvests the raw macadamia nuts. A representative of 10 Senses Africa will come to her house, will inspect the nuts, and upon satisfaction, we'll weigh them, issue her with a digital receipt which shows accurate weight, the current market price, and better yet, immediate payment.
When you sell in the morning, you are given money exactly that time. So if you have a problem of fees for the child, you take the fees to the school. Well, if it is cows without the food, you buy food for the cows. If there's a family, you buy food for the family.
So how did you react when you saw on your cell phone immediate payment after the sale went through?
You say, wow, I've got money. So we are very happy with the tenses.
Technology is changing your life.
Yes, technology is changing my life. Life is very different when you have money from tenses.
You can take the man out of the city, but you can't take the city out of the man.
Being a young entrepreneur in Kenya is a really interesting journey. We're really at the cusp of amazing things, within the country and the continent in general. There are 26 million farms in Kenya, 700 million farms in Africa. We want to be able to reach out the majority of them. We can't do that by ourselves.
Citi, one of the world's leading financial institutions, is about to offer Ivan and Minutu a potentially life-changing opportunity. They've been invited to take part in the Citi Mobile Challenge Nairobi, a global innovation platform where young entrepreneurs pitch their solutions with the hope of a partnership deal. For Citi, it's also a hugely significant event.
Citi Mobile Challenge for me is a bank-led fintech innovation challenge. We have some young Kenyans, Botswanans, Zimbabweans, Nigerians who have been given an opportunity to challenge innovation in the very same level playing field as people from the UK, from Russia, from China, from the US. And it's great to provide that platform. It's great.
The supplies, though, they're wrap up for tomorrow's session.
Okay.
So there are two parts. One is Ivan's presentation of the finance, and second is myself and Benson talk about the technology.
So this is how I'm going to start.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Hold on. It's not church service. You look like a priest.
You don't like my musical narrative?
No. Just be human.
Okay. I think I'm pretty nervous. I'm definitely relying on Minutu tomorrow to sell all this tech stuff. I feel as a former banker, I can probably relay the financial product, but you know what? This is all about mobile apps, and that's his space. He's a tech guy, so he has to go out there and make sure we win.
That's such a key day for so many of these young innovators and startups. I mean, they're in a room, they're networking, they've got a chance to pitch their stuff, strut their stuff. And it's that moment where you might meet the right person, get the business card, shake the right hand, and it can literally change the whole trajectory of your business. You know what they say, if you're not in the room, you're not in the game.
The Citi Mobile Challenge has real value to bring to our organization. There are some great solutions that we see that we can implement for our clients around the world, bringing the best of the talents and the great ideas that are outside and find a way to foster them within our own environment. The value for the developer teams that actually come and spend time with us, we may land with one of their solutions in our markets. But we also have the opportunity where we bring our partners here. And so companies like IBM and MasterCard, Uber, or Salesforce, they're here evaluating and looking for opportunities.
Okay, start again.
Yes.
So they all have the same problem.
Yep.
They all want to get paid faster than our current 30-day time frame between invoice and payment date.
Correct. We're ready. Perfect, man. Let's do this. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to please put your hands together for Umati Capital and their digital solution for supply chain finance.
My name is Ivan, and I'm joined today by my colleagues Minutu and Benson, and we three form part of the founding team of Umati Capital. The focus of today, and really our presentation, is on the smartphone application.
The whole essence of this solution was that we made sure it was very easy on the mobile application. So it's an Android application running on any Android handset. I can either choose EFT, RTGS, M-Pesa, or Airtel Money.
What these people are doing to step out and to disrupt and to innovate, I think, is amazing. What ambition, what courage.
Thank you, ladies and gents.
What an amazing pitch.
How was it?
Well, I think it's going well, yeah.
Have you been moving around? And
Getting good cards. A couple of people who want to already meet with us from Citi investors are these partners.
Look at all these cards.
Yeah. Fantastic organization.
What we consider to be technological shifts that took place, decades ago, just never reached the continent. And we have just simply jumped right to the Twitter age, the Uber age, the digital age. And that's what's taking place today.
This competition and the ability to scale our product with a partner like Citi could mean that millions of Kenyans who could potentially be better served by their financial institutions due to these partnerships that arise out of competitions like this.
We've been invited to be judges here today. We spend a lot of time talking to bankers in suits. And what we're often trying to do is convince those bankers to care about people who are outside of their frame of reference.
For me, I see the opportunity to rethink how we define client. And perhaps there's a role for Citi to play to actually touch more human lives.
I think if you look at Africa, mobile technology is going to transform the continent. I'm quite proud that this is happening, and it's really our time to really showcase what we can offer the world, and also just to bring out the potential that we've always had. So it's actually a moment to shine.
My dream for Kenya is to be able to build a business that completely transforms the way in which the majority of the population accesses financial services.
My dream for Africa? Change the way the globe perceives Africa as a whole.
It's Africa's time.
The streets of Maputo in Mozambique are lined with markets and traders, people wheeling and dealing day in and day out just to get by. But formal business skills and the training necessary to run truly successful businesses is lacking. And for women who've made great strides in certain spaces, an enabling business environment is an ongoing challenge.
How do you open it?
What do you do here? Now do you eat it?
No, don't.
Mozambique has made significant strides in terms of women's empowerment. Currently, the government has a lot of women leadership. In Parliament, we currently have close to about more than 30% of women. The private sector can play an important role in ensuring that women entrepreneurs have direct access to credit in order to be able to continue to enhance their businesses.
Comecei com esta atividade de cabeleireiro em 1987. Eu, quando jovem, sempre andei bem, felizmente. Muitas das vezes, as minhas amigas questionavam, mas quem é que te faz o cabelo? Eu dizia, eu faço sozinha. E pronto, como elogiavam tanto, então achei que devia dedicar-me para esta área. Traz alguma novidade?
Não, trago uma boa novidade, sim. Ela é uma mulher amável, afável e empreendedora acima de tudo. Ela costuma dizer que no coração dela cabem todas as mulheres. Então estamos todas lá no coração dela.
Deixamos as senhoras impecáveis, bonitas, saem daqui maravilhosas. Então, estou entusiasmada no sentido de melhorar os serviços para melhor servir as minhas clientes.
BC BCI, one of Mozambique's leading financial institutions, came up with a strategic program to help women in business, comprising training, credit and loans. Visiting women who've been through the program is one of the true highlights of the process.
E aí? Tá indo, graças a Deus.
Aqui também.
Não sei do seu lado.
Tá tudo bem.
Que bom, sim.
O que o BCI fez foi, dentro do programa de apoio às pequenas e médias empresas, dar um tratamento especial à mulher empreendedora. Este equipamento é suficiente para... Ora, uma das grandes preocupações era acesso a crédito. A outra era desconhecimento de noções básicas de gestão do negócio. Então fomos aliar as duas coisas. Providenciar produtos e serviços bancários desenhados para mulheres e, por outro lado, providenciar formação, que era uma coisa que elas não tinham.
O BCI lançou um concurso para contratar uma empresa de formação para fazer a formação de cerca de 100 mulheres empreendedoras. E nós começamos por fazer a avaliação das necessidades de formação. E chegamos à conclusão que era bom atacar duas áreas fundamentais. A primeira era custos e preços. A segunda era tudo o que tem a ver com marketing.
O BCI convida-nos a participar numa formação. Eu e outras colegas de várias áreas. Essa formação foi bastante importante porque aprendemos várias técnicas. O BCI também emprestou-me dinheiro, onde eu achei que devia melhorar em termos de equipamento, porque pronto, o meu equipamento já estava a ficar velho.
Eu recordo-me quando ela teve o primeiro financiamento, ela veio muito satisfeita, dizer: olha, já tenho dinheiro para pagar, para poder comprar algum investimento para o meu cabeleireiro.
E cá estou. Tenho clientes, elas é que sustentam, portanto, despesas deste salão. Eu sinto muito feliz.
Moçambique, por causa da sua história, criou muito poucos empresários. Mas no caso das mulheres, esta situação é ainda mais premente, porque, as mulheres têm menores níveis de educação, segundo, elas foram menos expostas ao trabalho e ao mercado.
Quase todas as mulheres nos negócios eram tudo na empresa. Ela era a gestora, era promotora de vendas, era a segurança, era tudo. Então fomos fazer pacotes de formação que permitissem tanto estar na formação como estar na gestão do negócio.
E a atividade do salão permitiu que eu pudesse empregar 4 pessoas e todos eles têm famílias. Então penso que estou a contribuir com alguma coisa para o sustento da família destas pessoas.
Então a formação desempenha um papel fundamental porque, dá as ferramentas que permitem elas dar esse pulo. 2, aumenta o nível de autoconfiança.
It's psychological and about confidence.
Definitivamente é psicológico, porque muitas das vezes as mulheres até já têm todas as ferramentas suficientes e se elas têm mais ferramentas e se elas sentem que o problema e os desafios delas não é só delas, mas é de todos os pares, elas depois acabam criando uma força coletiva pelo fato de sentarem na mesma sala.
Olá, tia Elisa. Tudo bem? A madame está? Olá, amiga. Zinha. Oi, tudo bem? Esta é linda.
Zinha Escaludes is a business owner and committed entrepreneur who grew up on an island off the coast of Maputo.
It's about 20 years I'm on the business of clothes. You know, when you do something with passion, everything. I love to sell clothes to the people. I love to buy. I love to dress them.
O que trouxeste para mim?
Lindos como
Eu
sempre.
disse que queria coisas para o casamento.
Tenho aqui, vou-te mostrar. Mostra lá. We don't have shops by the island. No water, no electricity. We used to come to the city because we had to go to school. But every weekend, we ran to the sea.
So you're an island girl who likes good clothes?
I always like to look smart. One day, We decided, me and my husband, that let's open something else so that we can work without so much stress. And we decided we're going to have a bottle store.
Gargalo, it means the top of the bottle, the neck of the bottle. I chose the name Gargalo. When they pulled that out, everybody was laughing.
Senior.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I've come a long way for lunch.
I hope you enjoy my food. You
Yes,
love
I'm
it.
sure I will.
Lisa, you won't believe, this is my garage. When I started, I was making a small bottle store. Customers came and they forced me to rebuild this, to make this bigger. They didn't want to go home. They want to buy the beer, not to take it words. They want to drink here. So they asked me to buy a plastic chair. I started with one chair and a table, and I had to buy more and more and more.
So this was your garage?
Yes, it's still my garage. I still park the cars at night. To make my business bigger, I had to go to the bank, the CI, and they gave me a credit that I had to put TVs, build a toilet to make it bigger.
O caso da Zinha é bom exemplo de alguém que sabe tirar proveito do cartão da mulher empreendedora. Se permite-lhe ter sempre dinheiro à mão. Se surge uma oportunidade de compra, ela não perde esse negócio.
Tenho uma encomenda para mesa 2. When I opened the business, it was only me and my kids. The business started growing and growing. So today I have 11 workers. With my sister, that she's a cooker in the kitchen, so that's 12 people. 6 almoças e 6 sós. Vai demorar muito?
Não. 15 minutos, eu estou a tirar isso do bom.
Tá bom. Mas seja pouco rápido.
A Maria é minha irmã mais nova, trabalhamos juntas, tudo conforme. Ela é chata quando dá vocês falam, e fala muito. Ela zanga no momento que vê as coisas más, mas depois de uns 10, 20 minutos volta para o mar e fica bom.
She has now huge clients, a number of clients, and they always bring someone else.
Ir para o banco é algo gratificante. A pagarem salários através do banco, aumentarem o número de empregados, a fazerem importações pelo banco.
It's difficult to measure one's feelings, but I am very, very happy to see that she achieved this point.
Este tipo de cursos e este tipo de ações de formação muda completamente a vida das empresárias. Dá-lhes mais conhecimento, dá-lhes habilidades sobre como fazer e como gerir melhor os seus negócios, mas também ajuda a mudar as suas atitudes.
I believe strongly that once we empower our women in Africa, in Mozambique, we have empowered ourselves to overcome any challenge in development.
Quando eu saio e vejo exemplos de mulheres que entraram para o programa e vê-se o crescimento que elas atingiram, é um motivo de muita satisfação, saber que o que se lançou foi de encontro com o que o mercado precisava.
My hope is to the women to believe themselves that they can go so far with their own hands and mind. They mustn't be scared. You can start so small, but if you have your feet on the floor, you go far. So to say I start from zero and today I can say I'm a little bit okay.
Cabeleireiro, salão de festas, enfim, é um sonho. Mas quem profia mata caça, né? Então penso que aí vai ser rola lá, Augusta.